The Bears barely escaped with a wild win to advance to the divisional round. So how did that happen? Caleb Williams connected with DJ Moore for the go-ahead touchdown, but it was what the Bears did leading up to that moment that secured them the victory. The Bears needed both a Herculean effort from their quarterback and a savvy string of play calls from their scheme wizard head coach to knock their division rivals out of the playoffs. So let's dig into how both scheme and raw talent enabled the Bears to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Rewind to Chicago's second to last possession. They're faced with a critical 4th and 8, down 11 points with about 5.5 minutes left to go in this game. Failure to convert here almost certainly ensures defeat. So the Bears on this 4th down come out in a 4-by-1 empty formation, and in terms of pass protection, they only really have 5 bodies that they're going to be able to use. They could use tight end Colston Loveland, who's set here to the right, but they're not going to do that. And so what Green Bay is going to try to do to manipulate that is they're going to put 3 players here to the center's right. And what that's going to do is try to get the offensive line to slide that way. That's exactly what Chicago's going to do. Now, Green Bay is actually going to drop one of these players, the middle guy. They're going to drop him out into coverage. So then what they're going to do on top of that is take nose tackle Carl Brooks and kind of cut him across the center's face. It's going to draw the right guard's attention. It's going to pick the center. And it's actually going to let them take Isaiah McDuffie here, kind of our blitzer standing over the left guard, let him loop all the way around and go attack the quarterback. As soon as we roll the play, you're going to see the special talent that Caleb Williams is. None of that is going to matter. Caleb Williams is going to get to the top of his drop, and look who's open. We got man coverage at the top here. This doesn't look open yet. This doesn't look open yet. This doesn't look open yet. So Caleb's got all his guys covered. Doesn't matter. Sprints out to his left, makes an insane jumping throw, and a great job by Roma Dunze to get vertical and get under this ball so that they can get this completion. Thanks to that insane 4th and 8 conversion and a follow-up 3rd and 10 conversion to running back Kyle Monangai, the Bears find themselves inside the 10-yard line with a chance to make this a 1-score game. This time, Caleb Williams doesn't need any heroics. He just needs to hit the wide open man that Ben Johnson schemes up for him. So to start this play, we need to look at what the Packers are doing in coverage. They're going to end up popping into cover 2, and so we're going to have deep defender here, and these 2 corners are going to squat in the flat. Now, if we're doing that and we're trying to play a 2-high coverage in the red zone, what the offense wants to do is manipulate and attack this middle linebacker, Quay Walker. They're trying to make him cover as much space as possible and make him wrong. To the left-hand side, they're going to have Colston Loveland kind of travel up, and he's going to end up running this out route. It's going to draw all the defenders, these 3 defenders. They're going to end up kind of covering him, push themselves out that way, big space in the middle of the field. Then to the right-hand side, they're actually going to kind of short motion the other tight end, Cole Kmet. And so what that's going to do is it is going to draw Quay Walker just over a little bit. He's going to take a couple of steps over that way and start getting his eyes over there. He's going to think, okay, is something going to the flat? Do I need to push? But then once the Bears actually snap the ball, they're going to take this slot receiver, Olamide Zaccheaus, and they're going to cut him back across Quay Walker's vision where he's going. So Quay Walker is kind of moving out to the offense's right-hand side. They're going to run Olamide Zaccheaus on this bullet slant. So we're going to roll the play a little bit. You see that quick motion. Quay Walker, he's got eyes over here. As soon as the play happens, Zaccheaus gets across his face. You can see him thinking, man, do I have to cover that guy? By the time he realizes it, it's too late. Olamide Zaccheaus is in the end zone. And of course, the go-ahead touchdown to DJ Moore. So why was Moore so open in such a critical moment in the game? Let's fill out the background real quick. On the first drive of the game, the Bears came out in a trips bunch formation to the left-hand side to throw a quick screen to Luther Burden on a 3rd down, a play that went for 12 yards and moved the stakes. Now fast forward to this 1st and 10 with the game on the line, and Ben Johnson goes back to a very similar formation to get his kill shot. So the Bears again come out in a trips bunch formation to the left-hand side, and they get a little bit closer as they short motion Luther Burden all the way from the outside, a little bit closer to the 2 blockers. Now his alignment is really important. Luther Burden here, as you can see, is slightly further back than the rest of the players in the bunch. And so what that's going to mean is that if we're running a quick screen here, he would probably leak a little bit back towards the quarterback. And these 2 guys, DJ Moore and Colston Loveland, they're going to go up and attack the DBs in front of them, try to set a couple of blocks so he can get free. Now, the trick is that they are not blocking. Luther Burden is going to turn back to the quarterback like he's going for a screen. He's going to take a couple of steps back. And these 2 guys on the outside are going to start to run up the field, kind of look like they're stock blocking. But instead of actually blocking, you're going to get this main receiver, this front man here, DJ Moore, actually flying up the sideline just as all the Packers defensive backs are pouncing. They're trying to attack this screen. We're going to roll it. Caleb's got an easy pump fake, hits DJ Moore right on the 5-yard line, walks into the end zone, and the Bears secure an insane win over their division rival, Green Bay Packers. This Chicago Bears team lives on the edge. Every game comes down to the final possession, and yet somehow, miraculously, they just find a way. Head coach Ben Johnson puts his players in a position to win, and his uber-talented young quarterback, Caleb Williams, meets the moment time and time again. And now to be able to do it against a division rival in the playoffs, it doesn't get much sweeter than that. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, go and check out this video on why the Denver Broncos defense just might have the horses to fuel a Super Bowl run. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and throw us a comment with what you think we should cover next.